Hi, today let's talk about diagnosing a failed learning intervention. You may have done all the right things, you've identified the pain points, the knowledge or skill gap that your teams may be facing. You've crafted an engaging learning solution, and it's aligned perfectly with your business outcomes. But here's the thing, despite all your best efforts, there's no visible impact, there's no visible improvement in the performance. Sounds familiar? If so, it's time to diagnose what has gone wrong with your learning intervention. So let's break it down and troubleshoot it step by step. I'll be throwing across a couple of questions. And if you have answered no to any of these questions, you know what to do because each no is a clue pointing towards what needs fixing. And if it is worth the effort to roll out an updated version of the training, and if your budgets allow it, then it's truly a good chance to fix what has gone wrong. Of course, if your budgets don't allow for this, then you can keep these questions in mind when you're designing your next learning intervention. Coming to the first question that you need to ask yourself, do the learners have a strong enough what's in it for me? We talk about adult learning all the time, but sometimes we don't make the motivation part very clear. We don't address it adequately enough. So we need to remember one thing that our learners are employees. They're not students who have enrolled into a course of study. And the first thing to check is whether they have a clear what's in it for them. And this is not just during the course, but also before the course. So think about how manager advocacy and leadership messages can reinforce the purpose of the training. Learners need to understand the big picture about how the course will make them better at their jobs. Will it make their work easier? Will it help them achieve their goals faster? Now, these are the things that are intrinsic motivators for the learner to engage with the training and complete it. So, if your answer is no to do the learners have a strong enough what's in for me, it may be worthwhile revisiting the communication around the course. If learners don't see the value, they're not going to engage with it. Perhaps you already have one batch of learners who've gone through it, but the data shows that there's not been too much of a tangible benefit. In which case, you can still pause the rollout for the remaining learners and tackle the communication aspect. So, revisit the communication. If our learners need to hear from a respected leader or a manager about the importance of the training, then it is worth rolling that out. You might also want to revisit how the course is introducing the materials. Is it making it very clear to the learner why it matters to them? So motivation starts actually before the training, during the training, and of course there is an aspect after the training as well when it comes to the application, which we will talk about later.